Well, I've just had an epic fail. I've been trying to make a coat hanger out of these canisters. Well, these canisters. This was my first attempt that I tried cutting on the bandsaw. And the lines went absolutely all over the place. So that one ruined. So I figured out I needed to cut it with the angle grinder first, which is what I did. So I wanted to bend these sides down. So I got it to the stage where I'd got the two sides separate, and when I started bending them, I've snapped them both clean. So that's probably not quite a day's work down the drain, but anyway, we'll live and learn. So saw the day in a complete waste. I'm going to make something else. Should be quite simple to make. Made this cup the other day from my workshop so I don't break any more cups. And when I was making it, I made it out of this one, and I snapped the handle straight off. So this is no good really now for anything else. I've got enough pencil holders and screwdriver holders and file holders. I don't need any more. So I'm going to try and make this into something else. This should be a reasonably easy build, so it should be quite quick. At least then I've got a video to put out this week. I've just done that so I can get an even line all the way around. I'm just being a bit careful where I'm bending these, because when I tried to make the coat hanger, they snapped off, and I think it's possibly because I was sort of literally trying to bend it where the cut was, whereas on my cup, when I bent that, I put the piece of wood sort of up here to start the bend away from the join. That might be why it snapped off. So I'm going to start this bend slightly higher. You live and learn, don't you? I've just got this old tin can out of a dustbin, and I've got these candles because I made a bit of wax. I think one will be enough. If I need more than that, I'll put another one in. I put it inside the fire just to speed the melting process up a little bit. While I'm waiting for that wax to melt, I'm just going to cut this cardboard to the size. So I want it to go from the bottom to about where this this cut I've made starts. So I've got to allow for the thickness of the bottom. So it's about there. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to roll it up that's not thick enough. I need another. That should be about right. Just going to put that in there. I've took that wax out of the fire and I've put it on top now to keep it from going solid. But what I think I'll do, I'm going to put this on here for 10 minutes just to warm that up as well, so that when I pour that wax into there it doesn't hit the sides and go cold straight away. If that's hot, then when I pour the wax in it should soak into all that cardboard, hopefully. In fact, I'll do it on there once that gets hot. The wax is just about melted now. That's almost too hot to touch. So I'll give it another 5 minutes and we'll pour it in. That's definitely too hot to touch now. Here we go. Just push that down. Well, that sucked into that a lot more than I thought it was gonna. Wonder if I need another candle. I don't know how that has took so much wax, so I've been and pinched another candle. I've just asked my wife, have we got any spare candles? So I'm gonna put another one in. I think it's full. Yeah, it's full. I think I made a bit of a boo-boo, getting all that wax all over my fire. It's chuffing smoking like hell. We're gonna have to open doors and windows and get some of this smoke out of here. It's what happens when you just jump in gung-ho, not knowing what's going to happen. Anyway. I've had to open that door, I've had to open my garage door, I've had to open the window. I think I'll open that door as well. Judging by the amount of smoke, it should be. Oh, God. So that's what it's looking like the morning after. I've let it cool overnight. It's actually sunk in the middle there, look. I don't think it's going to matter. Right, let's try it and see how it goes. I was expecting a little bit more than that, if I'm being honest. I think it's going to spread out. Right, it's been a couple of minutes. With a little bit of tilting and encouragement, it's spread a little bit. I think what it'll do, it'll burn the high spots off for the cardboard first, and I think it'll settle. So let's put this on. It's 9:37 and see how long it takes. There's a couple of cupfuls of water in there. Do you know what? Some people might think it's sad, but I find it so satisfying coming out here on a Sunday morning on a weekend, sitting in front of a fire, free heat from pallet wood that I've got, that would have been thrown away, branches that have fallen in woods when I go on a walk. Sometimes I bring a couple of branches back and then chop them down to size on my chop saw. Boiling water on a cooker that I've made out of scrap that hasn't cost me anything. About to have a cup of tea in a cup that I made from scrap, so you know, made all that. Cooking it on a coffee table that I made out of scrap. It's just, I just find it so satisfying. I just think it's lovely. Anyway, I'll put my tea bag in there ready, because this is nearly ready now. This is nearly boiling. Although it's took a lot longer than I thought. It's took over 20 minutes. Right, it is boiling, and I've just noticed, I've had this kettle that long, that's perished. That's probably why it's not whistling, it's not got a proper seal on it. Anyway, it is boiling, so I'm going to pour it out. Right, that's my cup of tea, I'll let that mash. Nearly disaster number 3. This we used to call these egg banjos. So it's just fried egg sandwich really. And then as I were told the story, somebody would say, well, why do you call it an egg banjo? And you'd say, well, look down your front. So if you bite into it and the yolk comes out, and you'd go, oh. So, a nice story. It's probably true. It fits well. Egg banjo. And I don't know why, but for some reason, it always tastes better when you've laboured over it. You know what I mean? When you've done it yourself. It's nice when the wife makes me breakfast, to be fair, but when you've done it yourself, I don't know, the anticipation, you've worked for it, you've built up the expectation, it's just always tastes nicer. Right, thanks again for watching. So my next video hopefully will be a coat hanger made out of these canisters. I've been thinking about it, I was thinking about it all last night, how I could get away with bending them shapes out, and I think I've worked it out now. So I think I'm going to approach it in a whole different way. But we'll see anyway. So, hopefully I'll see you next week with a coat hanger. Thanks for watching. Bye. Right, it's starting to go out now. That burnt for just over 2 hours, and then about a couple of minutes ago the flame really died down to that. But up until that, 5 minutes ago, it was sort of burning as it started. But it did kick a lot of smoke out, so I wouldn't recommend it for inside. I was thinking if you're the kind of people that like to sit outside in summer and have a drink and you don't want a massive roaring fire, something like that in the middle of the table just as a bit of a focus point might be fine. You get a couple of hours out of it. If you had two, you'd get sort of all night out of it really. Right, okay, thanks for watching, see you again, bye.